When Ella opened her eyes, the world looked like a blur of white lights and soft beeping sounds. Her head throbbed painfully, and for a moment, she didn't know where she was. She tried to sit up, but a nurse hurried over, gently pressing her back. "Take it easy, ma'am. You were in an accident," the nurse said softly. Ella blinked several times, trying to remember. The last thing she recalled was rain, heavy, pounding rain, and the screech of tires. Then darkness. "How long have I been here?" she whispered, her voice weak. 3 days, the nurse replied. "You're lucky to be alive." Ella's eyes moved around the hospital room. There were flowers on the table, 2 different bouquets, one of red roses, the other of white lilies. Each had a card tucked inside. She didn't think much of it until the door opened. 2 men stepped in. And both of them froze when they saw each other. The taller one, with warm brown eyes and a calm face, spoke first. "Ella, thank God you're awake." Before Ella could respond, the other man, slightly younger, with sharp features and worried eyes, rushed to her side. "Ella! Are you okay, my love? My love?" The first man's expression hardened. "Who are you calling your love?" The nurse, looking alarmed, quickly excused herself from the room. Ella stared at the 2 men, confusion spreading across her face. "Who are you both?" she asked faintly. The younger man took her hand. "It's me, Daniel, your husband." The taller man stepped closer. "No, Ella. I'm your husband. It's Richard." Ella blinked, trying to make sense of their words. "My husband," she repeated, looking from one to the other. "You're both saying the same thing." Richard's tone softened. "Ella, we've been married for 5 years. We live in Lagos. You work at the advertising firm downtown, remember?" Daniel frowned. "No, that's not true. Ella and I got married 2 years ago, after she moved to Abuja. We have a house together, I even built her art studio." Ella's pulse quickened. "Stop," she whispered, clutching her head. "This doesn't make sense." Her fingers brushed against the sheet, and then she noticed something strange. There were 2 rings on her left hand. 2 golden wedding bands. Her breath caught. "Why do I have 2 rings?" The room fell silent. Neither man spoke. Richard looked as if someone had drained all color from his face. Daniel looked hurt, confused, desperate. "Ella," Richard said carefully, "you disappeared 2 years ago. Everyone thought you were dead. There was a car accident, your car went off a bridge. I looked for you for months." Daniel shook his head in disbelief. "That's impossible. I met her 2 years ago in Abuja. She was in an art exhibition. She told me her parents had died, that she had no one. We fell in love and got married." Ella felt dizzy. Memories came and went like flickers of light, laughter, paintbrushes, a wedding dance, the sound of waves, and a man's voice whispering, "I love you, Ella." "But which man?" "I can't remember," she said finally, tears filling her eyes. "I don't know who either of you are." Over the next few days, doctors ran tests, trying to help Ella recover her memory. Both men refused to leave. They took turns sitting by her bedside, each insisting he was her real husband. Richard brought photos of their wedding, a small ceremony by the beach, Ella in a white lace gown, smiling under the sunset. Daniel brought his own proof, a marriage certificate, pictures of a house, and a ring that matched one on her hand. The doctors confirmed something strange. Ella's fingerprints matched both marriage documents. Both names. Both addresses. It was as if she had lived 2 separate lives. Weeks passed, and though her body healed, her mind was a battlefield. Sometimes she would wake up calling Richard's name. Other times, she'd dream of Daniel's laughter. She began to remember fragments, being in love with Richard, then the accident, the storm, being rescued by strangers who said she was lucky to be alive. But her head injury had made her forget everything, including her name. She remembered meeting Daniel in Abuja. He was kind, gentle, and patient. He helped her heal, gave her a new name, Ella James, and a new life. She never imagined she already had a husband somewhere waiting. The truth hit her like cold rain. Both men were telling the truth. Richard had married Ella Anderson. Daniel had married Ella James. And both were her. The day she left the hospital, she asked both men to meet her in the hospital garden.